third panelist is Camille Espiritu. Camille, welcome. Camille is a marketing specialist at THX Limited. Camille Espiritu is a seasoned marketer who has over 4 years of industry experience. She attended Skyline Community College from 2010 to 2012, where she received her associate's degree. Camille then continued her education at the University of San Francisco, where she received her bachelor's degree in marketing and graduated in the spring of 2014. After college, she worked in a number of marketing and sales jobs in various technology and entertainment companies. Her combined experience and obsession for all things Disney led her to her current role in THX Limited, where she now works as a marketing specialist and focuses on digital campaigns, content creation activities, and partner engagement initiatives. Welcome, Camille.
So thank you for the introduction. I'm going to just jump right in. And who am I? So as we said already, I graduated from the University of San Francisco, and I got my degree in marketing because I grew up seeing my aunt have this really awesome job in the city. She was accountant, so she was working with a lot of numbers. And so I was like, oh, dang, that's really cool. But how can I work in the city and still be creative? Because I come from a performing arts background. And so I want to combine my love for the arts and my love for business, and then bam, marketing in my mind is how I went. And then so below all that stuff, you see all these like different like logos from entertainment. So the young folks is actually where I learned HTML coding and how to create blog posts or articles. And then I also worked for an entertainment company in sales for iHeartMedia. And then my previous job before THX was actually at Synopsys. And so that was, I worked in Silicon Valley, and my particular group worked on creating IP. So it's basically a program that goes into a chip that goes into a bunch of other stuff. So it's very the beginning stage of technology. And now I'm at THX at the whole other side. So THX was actually started by George Lucas. So if you are a Star Wars fan like I am, that is where I'm working now. And it's really exciting. I just want to let you guys know, much like coding, it's not going to be a smooth ride sometimes. You might get a little bit frustrated. It might be a little challenging, but all in all, it's going to be the most rewarding thing, just to see what you created from code or what have you out live, and other people can enjoy it. So this was much like my career, reality, doing a lot of different jobs, jumping from sales to marketing, from way into high tech and now into consumer electronics. So it's a little bit all over the place, and that's okay. I have a few slides of where I currently work. So like I said, THX, we are in home theater. So think about your speakers, if you guys have speakers in your living room, or televisions. We're in a lot of those cool products. And then for mobile, think of not just your phone, but also headphones, earbuds. There's a lot of cool technology and our technology that gets put into that. So I support those two groups in the company. And then the third group is cinema, which is actually where THX started. So if you guys remember that loud noise, like that boom in trailers, that's us, but the sound is better. So, alrighty, so just gonna dive right in. And so even though I'm in marketing and I'm not per se coding all the time, we still have to work with our engineers, because we need to know the product inside and out, much like they are. But even though they're more on the technical side, we still have to tell our THX fans, you know, families, consumers, anyone, even you guys who buy the products, what it's about, what it can do, and whatnot. So as you can see, these are a number of our engineers and our product and project managers and VPs that do work on testing these exciting products, whether it's television, speakers, amplifiers, all these exciting stuff. And in the middle, the images that I included are some of the tests. So we sometimes test for color, like is the color accurate, like how the movie makers make it. And also with sound and audio, you know, does it sound like, are you listening to the song, your favorite song, the way that the music sound mixing engineer wanted you to enjoy it? So we're constantly testing, and in the marketing side, we have to know about these tests, and we have to work together as a team to make sure that the product is working as it should. So these are some of the exciting products that we get to work on. First, if you are a gamer or you have family members, like my brother's a gamer, so we just released a television that has our technology, our mode in it, which is called THX Certified Game Mode. And so when you're playing the game, it's dynamic, it's exciting, it's fun, and you're enjoying it the way that the game creators wanted you to enjoy it. And then here on the second to the left, we have our Razer earbuds that were just released. So when you listen to audio and anytime like music and movies, that is enjoyed as well, the way that it should. And then we also have our gateway laptops and tablets for families, and also Drop Panda headphones as well. So as you can see, there's all these like different stuff that I get to work on. And as you can see, when you learn to code, you can do all these exciting different things. And as what's mentioned in the previous, through the previous presenters, tech is so versatile. You can go into all these different avenues, from like bioengineering to entertainment to working in Silicon Valley and working with like Apple and Google. There's just so many different paths you can go, and it's really exciting. And then below, you can see our little mascot, Tex. So a lot of people like Tex, and he likes to pop in and out in some of our videos too. But I'll send my presentation over so you guys can click on these links and you guys can see our Genesis trailer, which you can see Tex have a little cameo to throughout the trailer. And then we have spatial audio technology where engineers, you know, code to give the best immersive sound. And so basically, when you listen to this demo over headphones, the sound when you're listening to the demo is happening all around you. So think about you're at your favorite concert, or you're enjoying your favorite video game. You're right there in the action. There's sound coming from up top, in the back, and it's not just coming linear anymore. It's coming from all over. So it's much more, you're in the middle now of all the action. And then we also have game profiles too for like famous games like Apex Legends and everything, just to make sure that you're enjoying the game as it should be intended to. So as you can see, like I said, tech is like everywhere and it's so exciting. You can do all these things from games to movies to music. So there's a lot of versatile. And so some of the advice I do want to give you guys is I want you guys to constantly ask yourselves, what if? I want you to continue to ask and challenge certain processes or information that's happening, whether it's in class or when you're coding, like how can you make it better? Constantly challenge yourself. Like, what if I can do this? Or what if it happens this way? There's constantly asking yourself that question. I think it allows you to continue to grow. So that's why I want you guys, and I encourage you to challenge the status quo. Just because someone says, oh, if you are on Instagram and then, you know, we put this button on the bottom right, that's how consumers will enjoy it. No, there's multiple ways that you can do that. And so I encourage you guys to just continue to speak your truth, no matter what project you're working on, and constantly, you know, bettering your craft. Because I think that's when you know you're passionate about something. And with that, I encourage you guys, follow your passion and be true to yourself. As you can see, I am a big, big Disney nerd. When I got my job at THX, I just knew once I got the call that I got the job, I played the Star Wars theme song in my car, full blast. I want you guys to be excited over what you're coding and creating, because it will create such beautiful things. And I want you to be true to yourself and do something that you're really passionate about, because that's how you build a career. And I think there's always a difference between when you have a job or you have a career. So as long as you're passionate about what you're doing, that's what really counts. But also with that, because don't get me wrong, I love Silicon Valley and everything, but always remind yourself, take care of yourself. You don't always have to, you know, code because someone else is doing it. It's okay to also take care of yourself, whether it's reading a book, journaling. I love Peter Pan, and so I love watching old nostalgic Disney movies or going outside for fresh air or painting. Because once you are creative and also giving your brain a break, you're going to have an epiphany and be like, oh, I know how to answer this coding challenge that I've had, you know, tried tackling and doing for like hours, but now I know how to fix it. And so giving your brain a break is okay. It's okay to take care of yourself. And also with that, I know you guys are taking a great step by attending here, so thank you. And it just goes to show that you are already curious and you want to learn. And so I love Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And then so she always remains curious with what, you know, is around her. She loves to daydream. Never, never lose that. It's important, especially when you're coding, because you guys are going to be creating the products of tomorrow and the future that will change the world. Trust me. And also, I just want to also include some of the things that I go to in terms of furthering my own learning, because even though I'm out of college, doesn't mean that I'm not a learner anymore. I'm constantly learning. And so I encourage you guys to continue to, you know, whether it's buying a book, because I also have a HTML coding book because I'm trying to learn and continue my craft as well, taking coding classes, going on YouTube, visiting Skillshare, or just Googling. People ask me all the time at work, how did you figure this out? Or how did you learn HTML coding? Google, that's how I started. And that's totally okay. Because as was mentioning in the video and presented prior, is you have to start somewhere. So remember to be curious and don't let fear hold you back from growing and trying something new. And so my inspiration, this is my inspirational squad. I love my grandma, and she's always believed in my dreams. And so I actually have a picture of her and my grandpa at my desk back at work when we could actually go to work. And they're writing Autotopia, if you're familiar with Disneyland. And so that picture on my desk is consistently reminding me that my dream is not crazy, my passion's not crazy, I'm where I'm meant to be. And of course, Michelle Obama. I mean, that goes without saying. Love her. And Captain Marvel. Can't help it. I'm a big Marvel fan. Love her. She's just a strong, confident lady. And so this is my inspirational squad. And I want to leave with an inspirational quote. This quote was actually on my room on my wall for years and years. And as you guys already know, I'm a big Disney fan. So I want you guys to remember that all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. So pursue your passion and your career and your dreams with so much energy, because I know that's when you're doing something that you're passionate about, you will never work a day in your life because you're doing something that you love to do. And also, if you want to get a hold of me, I don't know if you guys have a LinkedIn, but you can connect with me there, or Instagram as well. This is my second handle where I like to encourage others to continue their learning as well. Thank you.
Actually want to ask you two questions, if that's okay, Camille.
Sure.
All right. So where did you gain your best experience outside the classroom?
I think a lot of the good experience that I've had are projects that might not have been tied to a job directly. So when I initially said that I worked for the young folks, it's actually a website where young folks write entertainment pieces for other young folks. So that's actually where I started learning about HTML coding, and then also learning about keywords. Where so if you're on like google.com and you're trying to search something, that is how I found the link between how to get my articles out to like people like you.
Okay, great. And the second question I have is, how is mentorship factored into your career development?
I think it's really impactful because I have a few managers and coworkers in my other jobs that I still keep in contact with, and a lot of opportunities that you might find could be through your friends or through people that you met along the way. So it's really important to nurture those relationships and those friendships because they'll definitely pay off.